Welcome to Not Milk Never Milk. Subscribe if you're lactose intolerant.
You begin by creating a new XML layout file in res/layout. This gets you into the actual markup where UI is declared. Use constraint layout as the default for flexible positioning, or pick linear layout when you need a simple vertical or horizontal stack. Once created, open split view so you see XML and rendered preview side by side. This helps you reason about constraints, margins, and ID. Give meaningful Android ID values like at +ID/submit btn so you can reference views from Kotlin or Java later. Now add core views and set their attributes explicitly. For each view supply Android, layout width and Android, layout height, match parent, wrap content, or a DP value. Use SB for text sizes so accessibility scales correctly, and store repeated attributes in styles or themes to avoid duplication. When using constraint layout, define layout constraint start to start of, layout constraint top to top of, and bias to control placement. Once done, leverage tools, attributes like tools, text to preview dynamic content without affecting runtime. This keeps XML clean and maintainable. Finish by connecting your layout to code. Inflate it in an activity or fragment and get view references either with find view by ID or view binding for type safety. Optimize by refactoring repeated blocks into include layouts or use merge as the route to avoid extra view groups. Make sure styles and colors are referenced via at style and at color to keep themes consistent. If something goes wrong, first clean project and sync Gradle. Then verify XML namespaces and missing attributes. That usually resolves preview and runtime mismatches.
Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, leave a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.